Just going over the 1967 Farmall Cub coolant change, oil change, and 6 volt to 12 volt conversion. For the coolant change, it's pretty simple. You just put a 5-gallon bucket underneath this plug here, open it up, let it drain out, put the plug back in, add 2 gallons of coolant through this cap here. For the oil change, put a pan down, take this nut right here off, let the oil drain out, put the nut back in, change out your oil filter, which is inside this canister. The bolt goes directly through the filter. Make sure when you're putting the new one in, you put a replacement ring here at the top. You want a new gasket. And then when you go to put the oil in, do it over here, right into this. And it takes 3 quarts of 15W40 is recommended. For the 12 volt conversion, you're going to have to replace your headlights with 12 volt headlights. You're going to have to make a new bracket for your alternator, which you can also buy online, depending on which alternator you go with. I went with a smaller Chevy Mini alternator, which is a 3-wire setup. And on the back here, you see one wire goes directly to the battery, one goes to the charge indicator light, and one taps over onto the battery terminal. You got to put in a ballast resistor to drop your voltage down going to your coil. And I ran all the wires through this harness back here to the back. We've got our on-off switch, our charge indicator light, and a light switch for the lights, and an ammeter. This is the diagram that I used for the wiring. And what's important to note is if you go with the 1-wire setup and you're not charging, you will need to tap the number 2 wire to the battery terminal as shown right here, and you should start charging. And as you can see in the diagram, when you go to hook up your lights, you're going to go off of that same terminal on the ammeter to connect your light switch. It's a pretty easy setup. Didn't take a lot of time, maybe about an hour. When you go to start the tractor, if you put the charge light in, as soon as you pull your ignition on, you see the lights on. When you start the tractor, that light should go out. And that's all there is to it. Thanks for watching.